You remember the woman who told me the story of the Bakerloo flea? She's dead. What I saw was nothing to what others saw, or what got into the paper, or what people told you about round the flats or up the new laundry. One day I was in the park round my way in Hackney. It was a cold Sunday evening in January, and suddenly a very funny thing happened. The fire brigade, they covered the place with some kind of foam, poison foam that killed off people in their thousands. You'd look up, yeah, and two, or the fire brigade with their poisons and their foams, they were out there spreading poisons and powders and emptying gallons of stuff all over the people. Yeah, well, we did have our laughs, I suppose. Suddenly, it all clicked with me. I didn't know whether to laugh or cry or scream or what. I don't remember what I said. I just remember screaming down the phone at those lads at the fire station. "Tear it off me! They got through to me head now!" I was screaming now and dancing around like a mad monkey. "I can't do it! Get my shirt off me back!" I think the telly people were beginning to think it was all a bit of a joke. My heart was thumping away like nobody's business. And here was little Donna telling me her brother Neville and his gang of mates was out there, right then and there, in the cold and the dark. He was a strange fella. Everyone knew him, but no one knew where he came from. This little girl Donna had been sitting there all those weeks figuring it all out on her own. I didn't know who to turn to. I didn't want to call the police. They'd have picked up the kids for trespassing. "We're going out," I told her. "OK, the hunt is on. I'll catch him, I'll kill him." I shouted. At that, the night watchman came out with his dogs. It was the bloke all the kids called Dirty Dave. He looked at me for a moment while it sunk in. And suddenly, it seemed to make sense to him too. "Blimey," he said, just like that, very quiet. Blimey. Dirty Dave now knew where they were. Talk about a needle in a haystack. Dirty Dave had disappeared behind a heap of rubbish to kill Neville and his mates. Dirty Dave found him with his mates over by the River Lee, hacking away, hauled them out, hauled out the kids, hauled out the kids, hauled out the kids, and brought them back to me and Donna. "She's got me! He's got me! He's got me!" And they always acted like they were drunk or drugged or something. So I grabbed the bread knife. He froze. And ripped his shirt and vest off. That's how I killed him. So, what happened to Neville? Well, what was left of him lived. That was the end of the story. It was a terrible time for us all, I can tell you. Hauled out the kids. 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 Blimey. Hauled out the kids. Blimey. Hauled out the kids. Blimey. Hauled out the kids. Blimey.
Nice.